afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, the 25th, 26th. Can't see my calendar. I'm a day behind. It is the 26th, April 26th. Hope you're all doing well. It's a pretty spring day here in Kansas City. Kind of cool, kind of overcast, but nice. I've got all these lights on, and my glasses reflect all the lights, but I just want you to be able to see the project that we're doing. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to chat. Today is coffee and a card. I have my huge Amazon Stanley dupe cup. I bought this because it holds 4 cups of water, I believe, 40 ounces, maybe just shy of 4. And if I drink 2 of them, then I get my water in, but I don't do very well on that. Hi, Stace. You can't find me on YouTube. Let's check that out. I'm supposed to be live both places, but there's a delay. So that could be it too. Yep, I'm there. I am there. I'm assuming you're watching on Facebook. So there's a delay, so maybe it just hadn't hit your the live thing. But thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna turn the camera around and go like this. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for everyone who purchased and is going to be receiving their mystery box. They are going out in the mail this afternoon and tomorrow. It was very successful and I met my goal, so thank you for helping me meet my goal, and your mystery box will be on the way to you. I have 2 left, so I'm going to leave that host code open through the end of April, which is it 30 days, has September, April, May. Is there 30 days? Anyway, I will leave that host code open. The host code is NDZGW64G. And you can go to my blog, theplaidpoodle.com, and all the information is there. But I have 2 left. So if you're still interested, you get $150 worth of retired Stampin' Up! Product with a $75 online purchase from me. It is some new, most gently used, but all in very good condition. So it's things I have used to show you all here on my lives and in my classes. And the paper, of course, is all going to be 6x6 because that's how I can package it and ship it to you in for a reasonable price. And I pay shipping on those mystery boxes. So the annual catalog is going live on May 4th, I believe. Actually, May 2nd. Sorry. Maybe last year was May 4th and I had that in my brain. May 2nd, which is coming up soon. So I thought we'd play with a few things from it. I cannot show you the inside until after it goes live on May 2nd, but I can show you the cover, and it's pretty. These are the new in colors. Well, some of the new in colors. There was a big color refresh, so a lot of new colors and some returning favorites. So we are going to be using some of the new in colors today. So a lot of the products I'm showing you are not available for purchase until May 2nd. But you can start a wish list and put it on there. I just wanted to kind of share some of this, and I've been excited to play with it. I'm using the Cheerful Daisies suite. I wish I could show you a picture of the catalog. I'm going to use this print for our card today. The fronts are full of daisies and flowers. and a lot of the new in colors. This is a pretty one. This would be pretty for a scrapbook page. I think it's very boho chic kind of style. I was drawn to it. And the backs are just some pretty solid, kind of like someone did a wash in paint. So they'd make some real pretty card backgrounds or backgrounds for your scrapbooking. That is called the Fresh as a Daisy 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. And this is the card we're going to make using the, oh, I hope I don't lose pieces. It is a hinge fold, fun fold. I didn't put anything in the middle. We should maybe put a little stamp on the inside to make it more fun. But it's a really easy little fun fold card to make. This is one of our new in colors. It's wheat, wild wheat. And I was in a meeting with other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators yesterday. I'll tell you a funny story. And a lot of them think it looks like baby poop. And I said, I kind of liked it. And I thought it looked kind of, I'm trying to think of that color. But anyway, they challenged me to use it in a card. And I did. And I still am going to stand by it. I think I really like it. I pulled the color from the leaves on the Designer Series paper. When they said that, they kind of ruined the color for me because I really kind of liked it. And I still do like it. I think all colors are beautiful. Okay, I have got, there's our wild wheat stitch circle. I'm using the Moody Mauve, which I think I mentioned Monday in my live stream that it reminds me of the 80s a lot. I had a lot of things with this color in it. I might have had some walls this color. I should go back and look at pictures. But you're going to need a piece. I've got my little cheat sheet here. And all of this will be over on my blog a little later this afternoon. I'll have all the cutting and scoring information. But for the card base, you need a piece of 5.5 by 6.5, and then another little piece that is 3.25 by 3.5, and that's going to make our little hinge here to open the card. Hi, Kim. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining. Hope you all are doing good. Okay, on your 5.5 by 6.5. My paper trimmer's over here. I didn't think I was going to need it. Sorry about that. I am reconfiguring everything or getting out the old stuff that's retiring and putting in the new. And so you know how it gets worse before it gets better. And right now it's at the worst stage. I've got a lot of boxes and things sitting around and piles. Okay, so I've got the 6.5 by 5.5, and on the 6.5 inch side, you want to score it at 4 1/4. So here's our 6.5 inch side. I'm going to go in at 4 1/4. I've already done it. But you're just going to score, and that is going to create the little card base you see here. Okay, and then we'll need this piece, and it has a little hinge so that it hides behind our card insert. So it measures 3 1/4 by 3.5, and on the 3.5 inch side, did I do this right? Yes, I did. Okay, 3.5 inch side, we're going to score it at 2 3/4. So we're going to go 2 3/4, or you could do it backwards and just do, I think this is a 1/2 inch strip. Like I said, go over to my blog later today and all of this information will be on there. And then you just fold that. That's going to be the hinge for the card. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is kind of fill in my panels with the Designer Series paper. And I am going to just, I did that when I was doing my sample too. I added a white layer behind it just to make it pop a little bit. But I think it would have been fine without the white layer. So this extra layer is probably an option, you know, not really necessary. I just thought it made the paper, the Designer Series paper, not get so lost with the Moody Mauve. Okay, so these measure 5 3/8 by 2 1/8, and this one measures 3 1/8 by 2 5/8. So let's adhere our Designer Series paper onto these panels. The paper is starting to grow on you, Carol says. I really liked the pictures, the photos that the Stampin' Up! Provided us for on the pre-order. And I just thought the flower images were so pretty and you could do a lot with them. So I thought, why not go ahead and get the whole suite and get the paper, and I really like it. I think it's a different style. Like I said, I think it's kind of a boho chic. Kim likes the card. She likes the colors. Thank you. All right, then we're going to put this panel right here on that fold we created. I have such an earache and a clogged ear. You know, I have this cold, and I'm trying to decide if I should go to a urgent care or something. But they never want to do anything, so I don't know if I want to waste my time to do that. Okay, and then we're going to put this one on our hinge, and if your paper's directional, pay attention to that fold, because it's not going to go this way, it's going to go this way. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go see if something's going on with this ear, but it is so full. I cannot hear. It is plugged up. It is annoying. I know, Carol, that's what I think. I need an antibiotic, but they don't like to give you antibiotics anymore. So they'll just say, go home and let us know in a few days if it's still like that. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to decide, is it bad enough to go and waste my time? I know they're trying to keep us from getting immune to the antibiotics, but I'm not on antibiotics maybe once a year for some reason. Okay, this is a basic white cardstock. It measures 4 by 5 1/4. It's for our insert. And this is what we're going to connect our little hinge to. So we're going to put some adhesive on the inside of this little panel, score panel we created, 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to center it on that piece of basic white. So see how that's going to have the fold, and then it'll be hidden. And I'm going to put this on the inside of our card. I am going out of town this weekend to go see my other little grand kiddos. Watch my 10-year-old play baseball. He's a baseball player. He's a pitcher. So I don't want to be sick while I'm there, so I might just go just to I have to ship out those mystery boxes, so I have to be out and about anyway. It's just if I want to stop at an urgent care. Okay, so we've got our basic card base. So you can use any paper, any thing you want, and then I just embellished the hinge here. You could just put a circle with the sentiment on there and make it as simple as that, but I wanted to play with these flowers and I just thought they were so pretty. So we are going to use the solid images of the smaller and the larger daisy and the leaves. And then we're going to use the little, we're going to heat emboss the your friendship means everything sentiment from that stamp set. And I am going to take just a big piece of basic white and do all my stamping so I can die cut it all in one little swoop. But this stamp set and dies, they will work with a mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. I'm going to use my big one so I can just get a whole bunch cut all at once. But I did want to tell you that in case you have a mini, the dies will work with the mini. Okay, so we're going to use the Moody Mauve. This is a new in color. The Wild Wheat. And the Bubblegum. I really like this new pink. Stampin' Up! Finally got us a true pale pink. See on those flowers? We had the Blushing Bride, which is retiring, and it was kind of a gray pink. And we had the Petal Pink, which is, in my opinion, a peach color. Okay, for my larger flower, the Moody Mauve is pretty dark, so I did second generation stamping, so I inked it up. And my ink pad is very, see how dark it is? It reminds me of the Rich Razzleberry. And then I stamped it again to get a lighter color. And that's lighter than that one. I'm going to do that again. I want it to be a little darker than this because I want it to be, there we go. I want it to be darker than my bubblegum flowers. And then I'm going to do 2 of these smaller ones in the bubblegum. And I think I did 4 leaves. Where are my leaves? Here they are. I did these in the Wild Wheat. And then I did the centers all using the Moody Mauve. There's a larger center, and I did those full strength. And then the smaller one for these smaller flowers. Ew, I kind of didn't get that one right in the middle very good. I'm going to do another one of those. You notice I kind of got ahead of myself. There we go. Much better. Alrighty. So we're going to die cut all of these out. The problem is I meant to die cut these before we started so you wouldn't have to watch me do this because there's only one die. They didn't do my favorite thing and give us several. We're going to need this big solid die, the smaller solid die, the leaf, and that's it. So we're going to have to run this through a couple of times. I apologize. I hate for you guys to have to sit and watch me do that. I never know. You know, some people who haven't done die cutting, they kind of like to see it, or I like to show that, you know, this is an option. I think a die cutting machine opens up your paper crafting world. I just love it. That's the one we didn't want. So I'm using a little washi tape to hold these in place so they don't shift on me. And I'm going to use my big machine. I'm sorry that's probably too close to the camera. I don't know if I can kind of make it. We're just going to have to flip it through here a couple of times. I'll try not to put my wrinkly hands under the camera. So we've got that bigger flower, the smaller one, and one of our leaves. I'm gonna we need one more of these. I have a hard time lining this one up. And I think I go so fast. Oh my gosh, let's do a leaf and then I'll come back to it. Another reason why I should have cut these before I came on. Now that first one I cut, it just fit right on there. There we go. Sorry, the table's shaking. Earthquake! I have my front-facing camera, it's my laptop, on the table, so all right, let's do these two little leaves real fast. And then we'll be ready to put this together. All right. Throw that in there so I don't lose my die. Okay, now we're ready to just embellish. We're going to do some heat embossing in a minute. In fact, let's do that first. We'll put that on here and then we'll kind of build around it. So I'm going to use some Versamark and some white embossing powder. And I have just a piece of scrap paper. Got my embossing buddy. This is an anti-static tool so that your embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want it to. And then the Versamark is kind of like just a sticky ink, and the embossing powder will stick to it. You probably can't see anything, but there's just a very faint outline of the stamped sentiment. Make sure we've got all the extra off of there. Looks like I need to get out a new canister of white. Okay, I'm going to use my heat tool and heat this up. No, sorry. I don't know if my cord is going to reach. Oops. Whoa, I hope I didn't mess that up. Or else, I don't think I can show you this on camera. My cord is not reaching. I've got everything plugged into one of those power strips. Because my setup here is kind of like in the middle of my room. There we go. I'll have to figure out something different next time I do that. Okay, now on this one, I just adhered it flat. I think I'm going to pop this one up. I think I would like that better. Excuse my reach. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these Stampin' Dimensionals. And just kind of put that up in the corner right there. Might want to put it just a little bit there, kind of like that. All right, and then the rest of the flowers, I did pop this one up. Let me use my block to hold that down. And I just kind of put it down here in the bottom corner. Is anybody going to watch the NFL draft tomorrow? I probably will not, but I might, because it is in Kansas City this year, and it is a big deal. And down at our Union Station, you should see everything that they have done. They have set up a complete stage and fan experience. It looks pretty awesome. And I just will probably watch just to see how they show our city off. But we will be, I guess the Jonas Brothers are going to be there. Somebody else, another singer, country singer, maybe. Well, now I want to move this down a little bit. So I'm going to do that. Just kind of right there. Kim is cleaning and organizing her craft room this week. That's kind of what I started yesterday. And it is a mess right now. There's just a lot of piles. Okay, on these leaves, I kind of curled them a little bit just with my fingers. I kind of got them, you know, a little bit bendy. I thought it looked kind of fun to have a, well, now I see what happened. I'm going to put this on last, to be quite honest. Then I'll know where it goes. I'm going to put my leaves on here. And these, I just used some liquid glue, and I just tucked them in where I thought they would look good. Like I felt like this looked kind of empty here. And then I tucked a couple down here. I don't know if I left myself room. Yeah, I did. Kim has the same going on there. Piles everywhere. I got a new cabinet and shelf yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. I would love a new cabinet. My shelf actually collapsed last night. I was moving stamps. I put my retired stamps. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can kind of see behind me. That shelf, the upper shelf, it's got all my stamps that are retired that I love so much and I don't want to get rid of. And so they're higher up, and I was moving some others up there and taking some down, and the whole thing started falling off the wall. So fortunately, my husband had just gotten home from work, and Bruce, he fixed it for me. He put a big, I don't, what do you call those, molly bolts or whatever they're called. All right, I put 2 little leaves down there, one there. I guess I'll put one kind of over here. I don't know. I don't really like that. I think I'll put that one there, maybe there. And then I also put some ribbon. I can see what's happened here. I put this flower lower than I did on this one, but we'll figure this out. Okay, maybe I'll put my little ribbon up here at the bottom of the sentiment. That's what I'll do. So I've gone through those retired stamps a couple of times, and it's like, oh, do I get rid of it? I haven't used it in forever. I like to keep everything with coffee. I like to keep a lot of rainbow ones. I don't know why. I just like them. And but do I need 4 coffee stamp sets? I don't know. I think I do, because they might work with each other. That's what I think. And Stampin' Up! Has kind of a little series of chicken ones, little Hey Chick ones, and I love those, so I kept those. Anyway, but I just don't have the space, and if I'm not going to use them, I'd rather give them away or sell them or something so somebody else can use them. Okay, so I did put a little linen thread here. I think I'm going to put it right up here on this one since I kind of changed everything around. I need to order some more linen thread. So I'm like you, Kim. I have piles. Well, I boxed up the retired mystery boxes, and now today I went through, because actually a lot of the retired stuff I'm taking out, it doesn't retire till May 1st. So I'll have to have another mystery box sale or something. All right. Oh, Stephanie, hey, how are you? That's okay. You were in the meeting yesterday. I used the wild wheat in this card. I told the ladies at the beginning, we had mentioned it looked a little like baby poo. So I went ahead and used it. It's the same color as the leaves. Anyways, I'm glad you came on. It's good to see you. And I save all the coffee sets too. Oh, and I have the gingerbread house one. I don't have the little gingerbread people that we had a few years back, but I couldn't get rid of that gingerbread house. Was that last Christmas or the Christmas before? So it's hard. But if you're not using it, anyway, and I noticed yesterday I have a lot of weather sets like rainbows and a lot of fruit too. Lemons and peaches and things. I must be drawn to those. I don't want to get rid of them. So. Uh-oh. What happened? Can you guys see me? There we go. My camera just went black. And Carol said she was freezing up. Oh, I should send it to Angie. That is a great idea. I am sending one of these to Angie to show her that I used the baby poop color. You guys, Angie is my upline, our team lead, and we had a meeting yesterday, and I told you at the beginning. I said I kind of liked wild weed, and she thought it looked like baby poop. So I said I'm going to use it in a card. Okay, I kind of like my second card better than my first. I kind of like how this all worked out better than this. You know, sometimes it's just it's a, let's see how it goes. Anyway, that is the card. That is called a hinge fold card. That's the first time I've ever made one like that. I kind of like it. And you could use a lot of different things. Like I said, you could just put a straight, you know, a rectangular sentiment right there to kind of hold it closed. I just kind of dress mine all up with the Cheerful Daisies bundle that will be available March 2nd. No, May 2nd. And then just a reminder before I go, again, thank you to all of you who ordered the mystery box order. I have 2 left, so if anybody is interested, you can go to my blog, theplaidpoodle.com, or it's on my Facebook page as well. And if you place an order of $75 or more with me, you will get a box of $150 worth of retired Stampin' Up! Products. And I tried to make each box with a little bit of everything. Like this box had two stamp die bundles, 3 embossing folders, an embellishment, some ribbon, and some paper. And I think that was 48 sheets of paper. Anyway, they're all different. It's just, I tried to make a little bit of everything so you don't get a whole bunch of one thing. And I try to make them fun. So, but I couldn't, it's just piecemeal. Like I go 1, 2, 3. As the orders came in, I just addressed them and all that because it just would be too confusing to try and say, have you pick your own box. So it is a mystery box for sure. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, girls, for joining me. Oh, Stephanie has apples too. Let's see. I gotta look at your thing. You have other fruits too. You have lemons. Yeah, I have lemons, peaches. That seems to be what I collect is coffee, fruit, and if it coordinates with like a box or a bag or something, a 3-dimensional thing. I like the 3-dimensional things, so I'll hang on to the coordinating stamp set. But I am making room for the new stuff, so cannot wait. Thanks again for joining me. That will be it for the week. I will be back Monday for Make It Monday at 2 p.m. Central. You guys have a great afternoon, and if I can help you with anything regarding stamping and paper crafting, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. All right. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Happy stamping.